Hello, this is Mendy Newman from Ericom. In this session, we're going to give an introduction to the Ericom Web Security Solutions. The Ericom Web Security Solution is known as ZT Edge, Zero Trust Edge. We generally refer to it as ZT Edge. ZT Edge Web Gateway would be the product that's focusing on web security solutions. So what are the features and benefits that it offers? As we've discussed, most web security solutions focus on breaking up the internet into two options: sites that are allowed and sites that are blocked. This is not a good solution for the reality of most modern workplaces, as there are many dangerous sites that users need to get access to for one reason or another, and there are many safe sites that probably should not be allowed in a business setting. So, the Ericom ZT Edge web security solution actually takes a much more flexible approach and gives a full range of options for how to treat websites, from denying access to websites to the other extreme, of course, allowing free access to websites, but also giving you options in the middle to allow access to websites, but in a much safer and secure manner than just allowing direct access. And these are what we call isolation or file inspection mode. Let's take a look at these four options. Of course, websites can be blocked based on categories, based on individual domains, based on custom groups of domains, based on different user groups. So certain users can access to certain websites and certain users will be blocked. And when a user visits one of those sites, of course, they will get an appropriate block page, could have the corporate logo, and any other custom message that a company wants to put on. On the other extreme, certain safe websites can be allowed free access. The users will still be authenticated. We can still track those users, so we can have logs of which users visited which websites, and we could deliver those logs via reports and via the ZT admin console. But more importantly, from a web security perspective, we also have a very, very powerful isolation platform. Isolation, as we'll see in a further session, is the idea of visiting a website, but in a very safe manner, so that none of the content from the website is actually delivered to the end user's device. Rather, that content is rendered in the Ericom cloud, and what the user gets in their local web browser is really a screenshot of that website. It's interactive. The user can click on links, play video, audio, fill out forms. It looks and feels like a regular website, but none of the content from that website comes to the user's local device. So this is designed for high-risk sites that users need to get access to for one reason or another. So instead of blocking access to the website, we can actually give access, but still keep the network and our devices secure. Once we are in an isolation session, we then have full control on many other security options and configurations. Should we allow the user to upload or download files? Can we inspect those files? Should we allow the user to copy paste text or images to and from a session? All of those now are options available to the administrators to configure per domain, per user, and set the appropriate flexibility in the security policy. We can even make websites read-only so that a user can view a website but not enter any text, usernames, or passwords at all. This is isolation, a much safer way of accessing risky websites. So think of it as the browser sends a request. It is rendered in the Ericom cloud, and we'll talk in a further session of how that's done, and a series of screenshots is brought to the user's local device. Extremely safe, extremely secure. For websites where you don't need full isolation, we still have a very powerful file inspect mode, which means the user is browsing to the website and all the content from the website is coming to the user's local browser. However, when the user tries to download a file, we can grab that file download, either block it, but more importantly, we can also send it to the file sanitization platform. So just like in isolation mode, we can grab files and make sure they're safe via CDR inspection and file sanitization before they're delivered to the user's device. Even in file inspect mode, we can offer that level of security for the end user. So this is designed for sites that are inherently safe. Think Google Drive, Gmail, sites where the actual HTML on the website is probably safe, but the files delivered on that website between users or shared between users are questionable. And that's where file inspect mode and being able to inspect and or block files from users is extremely critical and extremely important. So by offering this flexible approach, we have now said instead of just two options, blocked or allow, we now have a full gamut of solutions. We can block sites, we can isolate sites, we can have sites that are in file inspection mode, we can allow sites, and within each one of these, we can twist and turn various different knobs for different levels of security and access as the security policy seems fit per user, per domain, per category, and per organization. This is the Ericom ZT Edge web security solution.